Update. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to take a paternity test to see if he fathered my friend's baby? After I left Ron and took the kids, everything felt like it was unraveling. I was hurt, confused, and desperate for answers, but it seemed like no one was willing to tell me the truth. Then, out of nowhere, Ron's younger brother Charlie, who is 33, reached out to me. Charlie and I had always gotten along well. He's been married to his high school sweetheart Claire for 10 years, and they've always seemed like the perfect couple. Charlie asked if we could meet up to talk, and I reluctantly agreed, hoping he might have some answers. We met at a quiet coffee shop, a place where I felt safe, but also where I could get up and leave if the conversation got too overwhelming. I was exhausted, emotionally and physically, and Charlie could see it the moment I sat down. "Patty, what's going on?" he asked gently, looking genuinely concerned. "Why did you leave Ron?" I hadn't planned to spill everything, but the dam broke the second I started talking. I tearfully explained everything, how I'd been feeling, the late nights, the secrets, the phone messages, and the baby who looked suspiciously like Ron. I told him how I couldn't get past the fact that Nicole wouldn't tell me who the father was, and how Ron's odd behavior only added to my fears. Charlie listened patiently, his brow furrowing as I spoke. When I finished, he sighed deeply and looked at me with a mix of sympathy and something else, like he was weighing his words carefully. "Patty, I can promise you one thing," he said with a calm but firm tone. "Ron isn't the father of Nicole's baby." I stared at him, my heart pounding in my chest. "How can you be so sure?" I asked, needing something solid to hold on to. "I just know," he said, his eyes never leaving mine. "I can't give you the details, but I can swear to you. Ron didn't cheat on you with Nicole, and he's not that baby's father." His words gave me a sliver of hope, but they were also maddeningly vague. "Can you leave it at that?" he asked, almost pleading. I could see the strain on his face, like he was caught in the middle of something he couldn't fully explain. "No, Charlie, I can't leave it at that," I said, my voice breaking. "I need to know what's going on. I can't just take everyone's word and pretend nothing happened." Charlie nodded, his face tight with worry. "I understand, but there's more to this than you realize." The next day, I got a call from Claire, Charlie's wife. She sounded tense but polite, asking if we could meet up. I agreed, still desperate for answers, hoping that Claire might shed some light on whatever it was Charlie couldn't bring himself to say. We met at the same coffee shop, and I felt the same knot in my stomach as I sat down across from her. Claire was quiet, almost introspective, as I explained the mess I was in. I told her how lost I felt, not knowing who I could trust, and how it seemed like everyone was hiding something from me. She listened, her face showing a mix of sadness and something else, guilt, maybe, or fear. But when I pressed her for answers, she wouldn't budge. "I don't have anything to add, Patty," Claire said, her voice soft but strained. "I'm sorry you're going through this. I really am." She seemed almost wounded, but not in the way I expected. It was like she was holding something back, too. I left the coffee shop feeling even more confused than when I'd arrived, with no more information than I'd started with. What was everyone hiding? Why did this all feel like some twisted game where I was the only one who didn't know the rules? I'm left in this limbo, trying to piece together a puzzle without all the pieces. I can't shake the feeling that whatever the truth is, it's right there, just beyond my reach. And until someone decides to come clean, I'm stuck with nothing but suspicions and broken trust. I don't know who to believe anymore, and I don't know how much more of this I can take.